Hi guys, I hope you're all well. So today I felt like getting a bit festive and I created this look. I thought it would be good for Christmas or New Year, or just any time of year, but it's very like festive and fun and a bit full on with glitter. I mean, you don't have to go as glittery, but yeah, I quite like it and I hope you do too. So if you'd like to see how I achieved this look, then please do keep watching.
So for primer, I'm going to be using the Delilah Underwear Future Resistant Skin Primer, and this makes your skin like really soft and it fills in the pores and ready for foundation. And for foundation, I'm going to go in with Born This Way in the shade Nude. This is from Too Faced. But then I realised it was kind of too light, so I was like, shit. So I had to then grab another foundation and I mixed it with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation in the shade 7. And then it was perfect, really. And I go over with this brush and then I use my beauty blender just to, you know, make it a little bit more flawless and yeah, take away a little bit of the excess foundation too. And as you can see, I've already got my brows on. I use the Anastasia Dip Brow in Taupe and then the YSL Brow Couture. To highlight and conceal, I'm going to be using the Maybelline no it's not, it's the Eraser Eye now in the shade Light. Obviously I was having a bit of a sing there. And I'm popping it in all the usual places where we want to highlight. And now I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty like contour stick in the shade Walnut, and I'm going to contour my cheekbones and then around the top of the forehead, under the jaw, under the lip and on the tip of the nose as well. This is quite light, so I go over it a few times. As you can see, I've like not just done one swatch, just because I want it to be a little bit more intense because it's a tiny bit too light for me at the moment. But it's a really creamy product and it really blends in so nicely. And I'm using the Beauty Blender to blend all of that out. So I blend my concealer first and then I blend the contour. I make some really attractive faces when I do this as well. Now I'm going in with a new product from Nip and Fab, and it's a liquid gold like highlighter, and this is in the shade Rose Gold, and I'm just dotting 4 dots either side of my cheekbones and then I rub it in with the side of my hand. You can use a beauty blender or whatever, and you can also just leave it as it is, but I end up putting a highlighter on top of it to make it really stand out because it is Christmas and we want to look really glowy, especially at night time. So I'm using Illamasqua Beyond Powder. I love this like golden highlight, it's absolutely gorgeous, and I just pop it on the cheekbone and go around the corner of the brow, and I also pop it on the top of the Cupid's bow and then down the bridge of my nose. And I think today actually I also put it a little bit on my chin and the middle of my forehead because obviously I want to be really glowy at the moment. To set my under eye, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shading Light palette, and I'm going to be using the Banana-y shade. I think this has to be the palette of the year for me because I use it every single day. So yeah, I'm just popping it under the eyes just to set the concealer. And now I'm going to be using those 2 dark shades to contour and bronze. And I'm using this NARS brush that I've had forever, but it's just the best to contour. And you know, I'm going over top of that cream contour, so now it's really standing out. And I think for a nighttime look and a really glam look, it's always key to add some layers. And I also like to run it down the centre of my neck because I think it like makes your neck look more defined. I know it sounds really silly, but I saw Kim Kardashian do it and it looked really good. Now I'm going to go in with an Urban Decay blush in the shade Fetish. This is a really nice shade, and I'm not a blush lover, but I really do like this colour blush. And I'm now going to grab a stippling brush and just blend it all out, just so we don't look like we've got any dodgy lines and stuff like that. For eyes, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Just Peachy Matte palette. It's gorgeous. And first of all, I'm going to go in with Just Peachy on a big fluffy brush, and I'm popping that through all of the upper crease area. This is our transition shade, and it's just a lovely shade to start with. And yeah, I'm just popping it in the upper crease and going on top of it until I'm happy with the intensity. And then I also run it on the lower lash line using the same large brush and blending it up towards the top shadow colour. On top of that, I'm going to go in with Peach Punch, and I'm going to be using, I think this is an E25 brush from Sigma, or maybe a MAC, oh it's a MAC one, but I can't remember the name, but it's the same as E25. And I'm going in the crease and slightly in the upper crease too. I'm just putting my eyebrow up just so I can see my crease a little easier, because I really want my crease to be defined today. And I also run that on the lower lash line too. Next, I'm going in with Peach Sangria, and I'm popping that through the crease as well. I'm using a more dense brush this time. I don't know the name of this brush, which is really annoying because I really love this brush. But yeah, I'm really trying to get into the crease at this point, and I just keep going over and over it until, again, I'm happy with the intensity. But yeah, this brush is really handy because it gets right in that crease for you. But this shade is gorgeous, like we're deepening up the shades as we go along, basically. And again on the lower lash line, but I'm not going quite as far in this time. I'm now going to go in with the shade Just Right, and I'm using that same brush again, and I'm just going over top of the shade we used before, and this is deepening it up again and making it more intense, and I also run that on the lower lash line. But just keep going in, and I mean, if you get it on your eyelid like I have, it doesn't matter because we can clean that up with the glitter, and I can't wait to put the glitter on. But yeah, I just put it on the outer corner again, and it's looking nice and smoky. Now I'm going to use the shade Chocolate Dipped, and I'm using this little brush from Sigma, and this is an eyeliner brush actually. It's really small and it's great for detailed work, so I'm just carving out my crease with this brush. So for glitter, I'm going to be using Stila, and this is called Kitten Karma. This is stunning, and this has like this really good applicator, so you can kind of carve out your crease with it. So you don't need to put concealer on beforehand. You can literally just carve it out. And can I be honest? This was the first time I've ever done it, and I was a bit nervous, but I was like, yes, once I'd done it. It may not be perfect, but you know, I was pretty happy with it, and this is so glittery. And the great thing about this glitter is it doesn't fall down your face because it's really like quite wet. So if you put it on and then go up to where you put that brown shade like I am doing right now, just go over top a bit of that pink that I put on my eyelid and just go up to the brown, and then you'll create your own little cut crease, as you can see. Like I say, it may not be perfect, but it's pretty good, especially for a first attempt. And once you've applied it, make sure you keep your eyes shut for just a moment because this is wet and you don't want it to imprint into the crease area. So just keep your eyes closed just for a little while, just while it dries. And then once it's dry, I then add in some more of that chocolate dip shade. Oh no, whoops, I'm ahead of myself. I'm putting the glitter also on the inner corners just to open up the eye some more, just to add really a glittery look. You could just add your highlighter there. I then go in with chocolate dipped and carve out my crease a little bit more, and this also kind of tidies up the glitter a tiny bit and just makes it a little bit more, you know, defined. I like to use that word today, I think, defined. Oh no, I said deepen. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm putting that there, and then for the brow bone, I'm going to be using that Illamasqua highlight we used on our cheekbones earlier, and yeah, I love this look. I'm so happy with it. I think it's so nice. Oh, also I'm adding chocolate dipped to the lower lash line, but just on the outer corner, just to add a little bit of depth again. Yeah, so there's the Illamasqua highlight on the brow bone, and then I'm just going to pop on some mascara. I have got a few false eyelashes left on my eyes, so I couldn't put too much mascara on, which was a shame, because I think it would look better if my lashes were perfect. And then why do I pull such ugly faces when I do my makeup? So for lips, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Melted Latex in the shade Rated R. This is such a gorgeous, like, corally red, and it's so, like, wet looking. It's just really beautiful. I love it. So that is the final look, guys.
So that's the final look, guys. Really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe. I hope you're all having a great festive season, and leave me some comments below, make my day. I hope you all have a great day, and I will speak to you soon.